Child marriage is allowed in Malaysia. True, but let us put it into context for you. First, let's look at the laws. There are 3 different legal systems that govern marriage in Malaysia. Yes, 3. Civil law, which is the country's primary secular law system, Sharia law, or Islamic religious law, which governs Muslims, and native law, which is a diverse set of customs that governs the country's indigenous peoples. In Sabah and Sarawak, these customs have been codified into written laws, which are enforced by native courts. Now, let's look at what each system says about marriage. Under civil law, the Law Reform Marriage and Divorce Act 1976 says that the legal minimum age for marriage in Malaysia is 18, with parental consent. You get to marry without your parents' blessing only when you hit 21. For females who are below 18 but above 16, you can marry but only with added permission from the Chief Minister of the state. Also, this law does not cover Muslims and indigenous people who choose to marry under native laws. Muslim marriages are governed by Sharia laws, which specify the minimum age as 18 for males and 16 for females. But those younger than that can still get married, provided they get permission from the Sharia courts. There is no minimum age for this, as long as the Sharia court approves. Native laws in Malaysia do not specify a minimum age of marriage. Generally speaking,
both of them tied the knot early June in Thailand without the knowledge of his other 2 wives. The first wife only got her hands on some evidence of the marriage a few days ago after receiving the marriage pictures. The man later disappeared and has cut off all communications with his 2 wives when he realized that the truth was out. His children also found out, and it was discovered that his new wife was actually one of his children's friends. Both wives did not consent to the marriage as well. The majority of Malaysians have expressed their emotions towards this issue, and they were not happy about it. UNICEF Malaysia also called out on the revolting case, stating that law reform to set the legal age for marriage at 18 without exception would be one of the priorities of the new parliament. As of this morning, the case has been reported to the JKM Gua Musang, and they have sent 3 officers to investigate the issue.
We were informed that the marriage involving this 11-year-old girl and the man who are living in Kelantan. However, the Kelantan Religious Affairs Department has no record of their marriage. Reports in the media and by the man's other wife indicates that the marriage was conducted in Golok, Thailand. This marriage is not valid under Malaysian federal as well as state laws. In addition, Section 9(c) of the Penal Code states that the consent of a child under 12 years old is not a consent. This case is still under active investigation. My officers are working with other local enforcement agencies to look further into this case. This includes whether there are elements of sexual grooming in the relationship between the man and this girl.